10 on the run. I'm expecting a lot of silky skills from him. He has got the 5-star. He is Brazilian. Going to go with a roll, and that's a penalty in the first minute. Love it. And you know he's going to bury the first one. Absolute class. Top corner, Ronaldinho. Prime Ronaldinho. Honestly, one of my favorite cards in the game. My favorite icon of all time. 5-star, 4-star, left mid. His highest version current to date without any news or anything about a campaign making him a 95 or 96 like previous years. High-low 5'11". We have got left mid, left wing and cam for him, which is obviously a new thing. We normally like the moments for that cam variation like his base, but in alternative positions have eradicated that, and we can actually put this guy in cam if you use a more central formation. In terms of stats, we're not going to dilly-dally too much because we know we've got a cracking card here. There's a reason why he's 6.2 mil. We've got finesse and flair on the traits, and honestly, I cannot wait to give him a go. Let's jump into him and see what our man can do. If you're looking for coaching service, foot champs, rivals, or just looking for generic coins, 100k, 500k, a mil, I recommend using Sky Coach at skycoach.gg. Link will be in the description, and make sure on your checkout to use the code JT11 for a discount on your order. Just naturally, pace, ability is always cracking from him. It keeps on the ball. Nice little spin. Again, just the dribbling alone just makes this card incredible for me. And I think the versatility of him as well, the passing, the dribbling, even physical is not necessarily awful with him. Again, not necessarily the greatest either, but most definitely a all-round baller on the game. And that is why the price tag is so ludicrous. It is unbelievable. Not going to say that he's going to be somebody I purchased for 6.2 million. Maybe if I was lucky enough to get him out of an SBC, that's even better. But most definitely, he is worth the price if you did have the luxury of having X amount of million pretty much to kind of go on whoever you want. Little spin inside. He finds it. Little bit of a roulette. Good. Save Donnarumma. There he is. First time touch. What a goal. What a match. And again, he's going to supply Mbappe. Look for the return if he can. Over the top, maybe. Gets a little dink on his head. Not known for his heading. That's probably the only thing that you've got the downfall of him, which is fine by me. I think as well, just the general agility of him from getting the ball, turning, going forward, getting the sprint again. That is where the class Ronaldinho is. As we see, we're just going to fake everybody, get through, little fake, round a keeper, and Ronaldinho does it all himself. He wants 4. This is where the wing sort of Ronaldinho comes into play. Like I say, it's not necessarily the light speed of everybody, but I think what he lacks of maybe not having the 99 pace, the dribbling, the kind of skillful play that you can do with him is what's going to be the thing that wins you the match. I'm not saying that you need to be a 5-star baller. It obviously does help with a card like this, but most definitely you can get away with the very basics of him. He's not necessarily needed for everything. The question is as well, has he got a free kick? I'm seeing a bit of yes. Will he move that keeper? That is the question. Or do we just go for the normal? Let's give it a go. I might have underpowered that a little bit. It's not. Everything's going right. 4 goals, 27 minutes. I don't think I could have written this better. Now the question is, if you packed him, if you get him so forth tradable, would you want to sell him? Or would he be that good to keep in your team? I think personally, in terms of coins, I would probably sell him at the highest price I possibly could get for him. We know full well icons, prices, markets are at a low this year. We've seen icons drop to 50k, 40k, even some of the new ones dropping to 70k within the first week of being out. That never happens in any game. We've seen Pele on some of the other YouTubers' accounts go from 7 mil and having to sell them at 4 mil in a matter of days. I wouldn't want to hold that price and Ronaldinho next week turns to 3 mil. Like I say, I don't know any advice if that will happen. Again, prices will drop down naturally, but normally it is at a very steady rate for the icons. So personally for me, my advice, if you do manage to pack him tradable, I would get rid of him for now. Yes, I would have the idea for later on to go get him again. And yes, an untradable first owner, a tradable first owner would be very nice to have in the club. But also 6 mil would be more better if you knew that he was going to slash his prices to basically 3 mil, half the price. And by no means is that a reflection on Ronaldinho himself, because if we got R9, somebody who is the best striker in the game, period, he's 11 million coins. He would be gone before I could even finish opening the pack. That amount of coins is game-changing beyond all belief, and I would 100% happily try and get him untradeable myself, as we find a little chip. He hasn't chipped him off his line nearly. Defenders absolutely fearing him. Goes for a little Travella. He just makes people drop like nothing. Into his feet again. He's looking for a bit of assist play if he can. He sees a Messi out wide. Lock it into him. Back into him. Little spin around a corner. Opens up the shot. And that is a solid save. And again, the run-through's on. I think he's still on. Bit of pace. Over the keeper. Lovely little chip. A little bit less mustard. I think naturally he just proves how good he is. 6 million coins makes the guy look really cheap in terms of what he can produce. Not saying that he's the only option you can get with this sort of level of ability. It is definitely the best version of Ronaldinho until we get any sort of moments, campaign. Like I say, we don't know necessarily what's coming next for icons. Hopefully they do give us some more. We've had obviously the World Cup icons, but that featured definitely nowhere near half of what we have actually got. And I would always love some more dynamics, especially if R10 does get his lovely cam version that's a 95 as well. Rolling nicely for him. Looking for that 1-2 whilst he goes through. Little tip over the top. Puyol doing very well. Little spin. Oh, that's cracking. That's got to be a goal. And he's again got his 5th goal for this match already. I personally don't think anybody really needed too much convincing with how good this card is, because naturally, when you've got a card this expensive, there is a reason. You don't go and buy R9 and not expect him to be the best striker in the game. There's a reason why the market fluctuates of how good cards can be by the price. And by no means Ronaldinho is nothing but an absolute success for the price. Over the top, little bit of a volley. Oh, Donnarumma, ruined it. Get the touch. Oh, it's sensational. Only way to deal with Ronaldinho. Kick him to the curb. So we're going into the overall form then. So like I say, the price on him is absolutely spectacular. I think he is 5th highest now if we look at prices. We've got 10.4 for obviously Ronaldo. Pele is 6.5. Another R9 is 6.3. He is the 4th most expensive card. Nearly the same as Hullet. That is absolutely nuts, and that just shows you the levels that this card is. He is absolutely brilliant, and it's the same card every year that I always want to try and get. Obviously, the base and mid still absolutely love. Base is coming in at 600, just shy of 1.86 for the mid. Again, they are massive prices compared to some of the icons that we have seen, and definitely one of the best Brazilians you can get on the wing. Obviously, you've got R9 up front, Pele, cam, centre forward, striker, whatever you want to do with him, he can do that. Garrincha, Jairzinho, right wing, Ronaldinho, cam / left wing, and then you go further back for the Albertos, the Carfus, and then obviously Rivaldo, Socrates, Kaká, Roberto Carlos are all chilling as well. We have got the likes of Neymar and also Vinny in that position that really can put a number on Ronaldinho, but unfortunately, they're not there yet. Neymar most definitely hasn't had a version high enough this year. He's had one in form. Hopefully we do see more of him. Team of the season, any kind of non-performance based promos that could rank him up even more would be absolutely fantastic. But our 10 is here right now. He's a pretty penny to go get him, but most definitely worth every single pound that you put into him. Hawk is what I personally went for. The stats are already pretty insane. A little bit more physical is nice. His dribbling's already spectacular enough. Passing's great. You want to get more on that shooting and pace, but also getting that physicality bonus as well is always going to do this card absolute justice. So let me know down below how you think Ronaldinho is doing. Have we managed to get him in any year? I think the only year we managed to get his moments during the repeatable moments SBC, and then obviously the SBC, I think in FIFA 18 or 19, that you could go and craft all of the primes. So let me know what you think. Make sure you do like and subscribe on this video, and I'll catch you all for the next Prime review. Peace. Check out the one that's on screen right now.